If I was a female gamer grinding my ass off in this male-dominated space the same way a lot of men do, and seeing what female content rises to the top of this website, I would be pretty demoralized. Look anywhere.
Sure, she's right. It's easier to get noticed as a girl if you use your body. Sure. Now, are there exceptions? Yeah, absolutely. And I think that the softcore porn type content has a very low ceiling, but it also has a much higher floor. Like, you don't see any of these girls in like the top streams. No. It's mainly like other like VTubers, like you've got other girls like Pokimane, Valkyrae, Amaru, like a lot of these people are not making content like this, and they're the ones who are the top female streamers. I do think, however, that there is a similar argument that can be made that's better. And that argument is that by having the, like more pornographic type content, you condition viewers into expecting that from all female streamers. Now, is this necessarily those female streamers' fault? Yeah, you can debate that. But at the end of the day, this is an outcome that occurs.
Not just Twitch. Sex work starts to appear like the only successful avenue a woman can go down. In 2014, there was a lot of talk about...
Well, it is in a lot of cases whenever your market is only men. Because people watch streams to relate to people. And it's hard to relate to somebody who's a different gender than you. That's the way it works. So yeah, it's a lot easier for women to be successful on Twitch if they are hot, because what do guys want out of girls? Well, they want hot girls. Wow!
Harassment towards women online. And my answer would always be like, just trolls, just block them, just ignore them. They're trying to get a rise out of you, which is still true, but a lot of these people aren't trolls anymore. They're your followers, your friends, your allies. You see, sexual harassment has evolved. 15 years ago, it was anonymous trolls entering your chat like, show me your tits. Now it's Jeff, he, him, politely asking if you're interested in joining OnlyFans. You know, show me your tits. For money. What is stopping me from taking off my shirt and making a ton of money? Besides, a father figure. Pretty much nothing. Any woman can do this.
Sure.
Which is why so many women do this. The pressure is insane.
Well, they can't. Any woman can't do this. This girl's really hot. And so, obviously, that's why she could do it. Most girls can't do it because they're ugly. Because nobody wants to pay money to see them because they're ugly. You go to Walmart, I'd pay money not to see it.
For young women nowadays, and I honestly feel bad for them. I do. I feel bad for women. What is this? What is this strange feeling? But from their point of view, from what they've been told, society is going to sexualize them anyway. You're a woman online and you don't sexualize yourself?
This is an interesting point. I haven't really heard somebody say this before. She's saying that because there's so much messaging that women are being sexualized without their consent, it's leading them to sexualize themselves. I've never heard this. This is smart.
Okay, we got AI for that. Also, while I'm editing this, I just noticed that was an ad. That's an ad on Twitter. It says ad in the corner.
Well, of course, it's somebody doing a random ad. You just look at the picture. You just look at the picture. You see that, like, this is a... we used to have a... So, they should... You know what Elon should do? Is, like, one day what he should do is just change all of the people who had the NFT profile pictures to this. Like, doesn't this just, like... I feel like that's so much better. Doesn't that just feel right? I feel like it does. It's perfect.
Corner. dystopian. Why not simply take the power back and make money off the inevitable? It's getting weird out there. Men and women are being pushed and pulled in so many different directions. Women are being sold this idea that they should be independent girl bosses who don't need no man. And if they want to make the choice to be sex workers, that's their choice. And I consider myself socially libertarian. So I'm all for personal choice. But how much of this really is personal choice?
I'm not sure if I'm going to agree with this point of view.
5 days out of the week, 40 hours a week.
Oh, I saw this.
I do not make enough to live on my own. I would not make enough to pay rent, water, electric, and eat.
When are things going to go back to where you can work and support?
She should start an OnlyFans. Guys, I know the solution. Bro, duh.
Support your family without stressing out. I can't do
you
this
should start
anymore.
an OnlyFans.
I just got a good job.
You're talking about him on Twitch.
Yeah.
I think this was.
I still can't do shit. I can't buy anything. I can't afford the
I mean, doesn't tell her to make an OnlyFans.
I'm just feeling.
Bro,
I don't know I'm wearing a shirt. I'm doing it wrong.
To protect their family or to
Like how
to,
Rat Fuck here is getting
why do
called
you
out by
think-
this woman for being a
so
degenerate
this is
and
what
implying that
happened
you
a
shouldn't have
lot, is,
principles
like,
because why
they've been
would
doing
you?
this forever. There's nothing new about this at all. Girls, that's why they like. There's like these like girls that are single
beep.
moms and are trying to
Of
find
girls
a
are
guy that's gonna
stammers.
take care of their kids.
I don't understand. They have to.
This is just the
Walmart
way it
doesn't pay them
goes.
ink
It's
It's not their fault that they
biology,
didn't get
man.
an education when in gender studies.
So all this career,
They
yeah,
don't- they
kill the
never had a-
kid.
they
Well, the
never had a
funny
choice.
thing is that in a lot of cases, the new guys do that. Maybe funny wasn't the word I should use for that. But the interesting thing about
There's,
it,
I mean, he's right. There is
yeah,
literally
they do
nothing
it all
wrong
the
with making
time.
an
Monkeys,
OnlyFans and doing porn
gorillas
on the
do
internet.
this.
Why would you have like
Wild
self
animals, yeah.
respect or
It
something
shouldn't
like
be a
that?
surprise to anyone.
It's outdated. You should just be a fully retarded
So much
degenerate.
despair, and
Do anything you
I
can
don't
for
think
money.
that there's coercion. Like,
There's no need for
social
principles.
coercion to do stuff
Nobody
like
has
this, but
principles,
based
according to
on
him.
The same logic, you could say there's social coercion to sell drugs. to
There'll
kids,
never be a
too.
stoic incel like me.
I don't like the idea that women taking advantage of OnlyFans is.
Well,
somehow,
apparently,
like, they're being put upon.
I didn't
by
notice, but my
society.
title yesterday
The
was
reality is
censored
that
for
women have
incel.
this avenue that exists that
So
men
you
don't
can't
even
say
have
incel, but you
access to at all.
can stream with your shirt off if you're a
Like,
woman.
there's plenty of men that
Makes
have these
sense.
exact same problems.
You wouldn't
false
want you
equivalency,
wouldn't
I
want
think so, too.
the people to be able to criticize the morons giving these women money
positive, but
by calling them
I'm
incels.
just, like, how is
Yep.
everyone else, and are you okay? Because the answer's probably no.
We're gonna just start an OnlyFans. In 48 hours, how much money did you make?
48 hours,
Oh my god.
I made a little over $1 million.
Love women.
I thought this one was especially sick. Let me see if I can find it.
The only sick thing is that who's giving them the money.
Over $1 million.
Yeah. So the sick thing about this.
Why would
one
you look at
was
this
that
dumb cunt and decide I'm gonna
she
give her my
did this
paycheck?
Whenever she turned 18, and that's whenever she made the most money.
This is why I'm hoping Biden starts World War III so we can pick.
You want to put the pieces
Literally
together?
anybody who's ever given money to these stupid fucking cunts on the internet needs to be on the front lines, like they used to be.
Man,
War was a necessity to get rid of the fucking cuff.
and she was known in media whenever she was younger too.
Biden's not trying to make America great again. He's trying to make the world great again by killing simps.
That's crazy.
And he
Spawn
gets shit
camping?
for it.
I haven't heard that one before. That's new.
I thought he heard everything. I thought he was on the internet for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Dewey was a phony.
47 million to show tits and ass. Why wasn't I born a girl? Their
Yep.
lives are on Rookie. I wish I was a girl to make easy money like that.
Well, now you
Women
can
have
be.
it so easy, it's not even funny. There is a lie perpetuated by people
A
on
real
the
one.
internet that OnlyFans is this get-rich quick scheme, but that couldn't be further.
Is it
from the
really
truth.
annoying me that her
The average
necklace is
woman-
an on straight?
Yeah.
on OnlyFans only makes $180 a month,
that.
and that's average. Most are making way
Yeah,
less.
so the reason for that is because, again, I want to go back to my argument earlier that if you're fat and ugly, people don't want to pay money for pictures
Yeah,
of you.
let's just harp on the
So
same
there's a
argument
lot of
for an
girls
hour.
that
You,
do OnlyFans
I love when he
that are
does that.
ugly, and so they don't make a lot of money.
Let's just say the
Now,
obvious
some
over
girls
and
that are
over and
really
over
hot
again.
do
And
make
make
a lot
millions
of
of dollars while doing it
But
because
it's
everyone's
not really
retarded.
just because
Beep,
they're a
beep.
girl. It's because
He's
they're
so
also
smart.
really hot. And that's the more important part.
Than that.
Meanwhile, this
This
simp is
network
dating some
lie
fucking
is not
Korean
being
cam
sold by
whore.
only random people
Beep,
on the
beep.
internet. It's
Yeah.
also being sold
I love
by
getting
OnlyFans
scammed by
itself.
19-year-old
Hit that
girls
99
on
cent ramen goodbye.
OnlyFans.
Say hello to endless
He does. I mean, he,
opportunities on
look,
OnlyFans.
every time he
Wow.
picks,
This is
pick,
just
Yeah.
every time
I mean,
he
of course.
brings up his Twitch followers and recommendations page or whatever, it shows he watches nothing but Ask Mr. Garbage. He's
right.
he's the problem.
You're absolutely right.
That's why
about
he's constantly defending him. This is
market's
why this
super
girl is
saturated, so it's
pissing him
even
off
harder to get
because she's
noticed.
calling him a simp
So
and he
what
doesn't
are
like
ugly
it.
girls gonna do that they also get
So he's
discriminated
pulling
on
out
the
every
work market?
fucking
That's a double L on life. That's the
Snopes.com
solution.
allegory you can
There is
find
no
to prove her
solution.
wrong.
There's no light at the end of the tunnel. There's no moral to be told. There's no, lesson to be learned. There's no, happy ending. There's just sadness of pain. You see an animal that breaks its leg and then it dies.
What the hell is he talking about?
Like, that's the end of the story. There's not an episode 2. That's it.
Yeah, there's an
that's it.
afterlife. All dogs go to
Beep,
heaven.
beep.
He doesn't. He's
Damn
a
straight.
fucking
Things
rat
suck,
degenerate.
man.
He's not. He's going straight to hell.
Yeah, it's
Hate
a
him.
sick little gazelle at the back of the pack. Yeah, bro. Like, and that's the one the lions eat.
The
Yeah, no
lions in
respawn.
Florida.
Maybe,
what are you
maybe
talking
not.
about? Lions and deer aren't even in the same environment.
So
You stupid
I've always
fuck.
thought that being a hot
How is
girl
that deer
is
suddenly a
probably
gazelle?
easier than being a hot guy.
Just changes his
But
story
being an
halfway
ugly
through
girl
to
is probably
fit his
harder than being
fucking
an ugly guy.
viewpoint. Just Davos all over
I've
again.
never been a girl before.
I bet he
Actually,
was
that's not
there,
true,
went there
but
on
I
his
did that one
fucking
stream. But
jet
besides
plane that he owns privately that he also took to Epstein
that's
Island.
like my read on it.
Oh wait, nobody did that. I
Debatable
forgot.
Again, absolutely debatable. This is just my read on it. I'm just talking.
Weird how we have that Epstein list of pedophiles and
2023
Nothing's
version of,
happening.
Hey lady, I see you're
crazy.
having financial problems.
Yeah.
Say, can you dance? I have a couple of friends who are pretty famous OnlyFans models, and they've disclosed
This is
to me that
annoying
allegedly
fucking
people
music.
who work for OnlyFans have approached them, telling them to post about how much money they made or show off expensive things
Duh.
they bought with money they made by being an OnlyFans
Duh.
model in order to recruit more women to be OnlyFans models. This includes showing off handbags, expensive clothes, makeup, cars,
Does this
and
have to do with
even
JP?
houses. Like, I just bought my first
There it is.
house thanks to OnlyFans. It's disgusting to do this in general, but especially disgusting to do this during a housing crisis. It's just evil. It's incredibly, incredibly rare.
She said the word evil. He's shell-shocked.
And I could not
It is.
fucking
He doesn't
imagine
like
if
this.
YouTube sold itself like, tired of being poor, become a YouTuber. Like, what? Now, why would they do this? Why
That's
would
true.
OnlyFans manipulate and entice poor, desperate people like this? Oh, that's why. Of course.
That looks like a principled guy. You can tell by the knife ears.
I really need to, bro. I need to start working harder. I need to figure something else out.
It is.
You just have to start working in the first place.
We are all selling our bodies to labor.
All right, I forgot watching YouTube videos is work that pays
It's crazy to think
millions.
that guy is the biggest pimp of all time in all history. He is
You waiting for the
biggest
applause?
pimp.
You're a lawyer
That's
or a
nuts.
YouTuber. You're a we're all just for capital. At the end of the day, it's a job. These Twitch girls, these OnlyFans
True.
girls, they're getting their
Beep,
bag.
beep.
Like me, like you, like everyone else.
SH0EN
And I
head.
guarantee you, a lot of the men who about OnlyFans models would do it instantly if they could. You would all be and why wouldn't you? Go to college and go 100K in debt for a useless
Well,
degree?
you would, because after these girls get too old that people don't want to pay pictures for them anymore, then they don't have any workable skills and the rest of their life is awful.
No. Because they get a boyfriend while they're still a millionaire, and that boyfriend just makes an AI VTuber model of them, and then they keep doing it. Have you seen that divorced mom, Iron Mouse, who abandoned her daughter?
Yeah, we grew up together, bro. Like,
makes millions still.
I go on Facebook, I see some of these girls, man, and it's like, God damn.
Oh no, they have to live the rest of their life with only 100 millions in their bank account.
It is pretty tough.
Jesus. She got 3 kids and 4 baby daddies. And the funny thing, Cody, is you know the exact girl that I'm talking about. You know the exact one that, let's be honest, all of us simped for her. She was so hot. Yep, absolutely. Yep. God, fuck, man. Everyone, yes. Everyone, absolutely.
I didn't.
Won't get you a job or this.
Miss Stoic, I don't do that.
So hot, you know the one.
Working a 9 to 5 that you absolutely
Is this milk?
Get no satisfaction from, or this.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? And that, for the modern woman, is probably the most black.
Oh, this can't be milk. She's not.
Why wouldn't you?
Why
drunk at a children's pony party.
Yourself. So is it really
crashing
the
it?
Twitch Thought's fault? Taking advantage of a market to make it in an overwhelmingly male-dominated field? Is it really her fault for trying to survive in this unforgiving world, in a society that will...
As a woman, it can't be her fault.
It's always your fault because you're doing it.
She was tricked. She's a woman. She's stupid.
Is there a reason that they do it that's outside of themselves? Yes. Are there explanations that explain
Just
their intent?
play the fucking video. Jesus
but
Christ.
Is it their fault? Yes, it is. They did it.
He's been watching this for like 3 hours
Never
now.
take somebody's autonomy away from them.
Exploit and degrade her anyway.
And you know
is
she's
it
going to
really
say this.
her fault? Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
yes, it is.
Like,
Get off Twitch.
Yeah.
It's almost as if you could have had her say it herself instead of pausing it for 3 minutes to say it yourself and make yourself sound smart. Stealing her idea.
Do you also feel that desensitization feeling I'm talking about? And how old were you when you first found this kind of stuff? Has it affected your life or relationships at all?
Life?
But who cares about relationships? Who cares about real women?
Not a woman. I don't have a
You can
life.
have an AI girlfriend. Am
Yeah,
I right?
that's right.
Anyway, I will see you guys soon with a new video.
No, you won't.
Possibly about that. New video for Valentine's Day. Okay. Bye.
I think that I would really appreciate if more people like
Gave you money?
and like maybe it's because like I'm really into Twitch and so like I understand it
Into
pretty well,
Twitch.
but like it seems like most people have a lot of
Because you suck the
misconceptions about
CEO's
Twitch
dick for money?
that I feel like it's almost like popular to be unaware of that. I think she brings up a lot of good points. The video, yeah, it's a good video. I mean, I think obviously the truth is, like, if you look at a lot of these people that are like insulting her, they're like really fucking stupid. Like these people are just the dumbest people ever. I don't agree with everything she says, making content, so it's good. I don't have a like, you know, I say this all the time, right? I mean, if somebody's making content, I actually appreciate videos that I disagree with more than videos that I don't. Because
you disagree with it that it's women's fault that they're whores?
Yeah, so I mean,
because
I've known about this girl for like fucking a long time, right? I mean,
and she literally just admit that it's their fault.
That's how I know.
What does he
so,
disagree
some
with?
People insulting her, assuming that she's a fat, lonely guy. Don't know she's a married woman. Well, yeah, and like that's the.
He's
insult,
pretending
right?
to agree with
And the
everything
reason
for
why
pity
these
points.
girls insult
And now he says he
people
doesn't
by
agree with
saying
it.
that they're ugly or they're you know, they don't have a boyfriend is because the only method of currency that they understand is sex. And so that's why
Why the hell's everyone saying boxy?
It's because that's their only form of self-value. That's why.
All these 12-year-olds pretending they're on 4chan before they were even born.
Moderate the porn. I think you should get the kids off the platforms. I think that's really that's the disease.
But
this is a symptom. I don't care about
they're the only
this.
ones dumb enough to
And
not
if you
block
wanna look
ads. You
at
can't get them
symptoms,
off.
This is like number 75, and numbers 1 through 50 are 1,000 times
Every
worse.
time I go to my brother's house, the only one dumb enough to be watching YouTube ads are his kids.
In like a real way, because I just feel like there's so many other things that are 1,000 times worse. So that's generally what I think. So you know what, games, kid? Too bad. Yeah, there you go. And parents need to be parents. There's never going to be a way that you can solve that better than the parents.
Why does he keep spamming that goddamn video?
And there's the video right there. Make sure to give it a like. This is great.
Yeah, give it a like, guys. I mean, the fact that he linked it means that it's okay that he stole all the content and made money off of it. Yeah, keep liking it.
I wonder, so what do you think would happen?
It makes what you're doing okay.
In Utah,
Stealing content.
if he's able to access porn or not.
That's why he doesn't do this on YouTube, by the way. It's because he knows if he does this on YouTube, YouTube's gonna freaking copyright strike him for stealing content. So he has to do it on Twitch.
Able to do it? I bet they are.
It's also why he constantly pauses it.
Careful.
Fucks with the YouTube algorithm.
Again, everybody always winces at this kind of stuff because it's like, oh yeah, I mean, obviously you probably shouldn't ask kids if they're looking at porn, right? It's fucking weird. But like, I just want to live in reality here, okay?
Why is he talking to
these
kids?
Laws probably don't do a whole lot, but at least they exist. It's the truth. Yeah, it's still the truth. I just want to live in reality. That's all I'm asking.
You want to live in reality? You seen what you do for a living? It's not reality.
Oh yeah, exactly.
This guy's living in a fantasy land.
Yeah, I know. I want to watch.
Watches YouTube for millions of dollars all day. Not even all day. Does it for like 3 hours.
This is the one.
And he plays video games.
So I can make sure that I don't miss it. Let's see if there's anything else.
Oh shit! The new Diablo 4 season is out, and I missed that on purpose.
Yeah, I guess I was gonna watch that.
Holy shit! A new old Necro build from 6 months ago.
Actually, I could probably watch it. No,
That's very interesting.
The Ludwig video about Pal World.
Pal World.
Why is it right? My Mormon buddy's bishop would ask if he touched himself. Anytime
Ludwig.
For anything. I live in Utah.
Having a hairline. I don't like this guy.
I don't know. I mean, I think that like that's always like.
Hey, look, he's doing that thing that everyone was already doing. What did they even change? They just added WASD controls, and that was enough to get this moron back. Why would you play this fucking garbage?
But I'm playing Tekken 6.
Governing stones. Oh, he's power hungry and he wants to be a governor.
Yeah, but like, does that mean?
How is there literally nothing on? How is there an ID Pal World server and Kayla K isn't streaming?
It's me.
It's bullshit. Mario?
I don't see Tenma Senpai as being like, you know, pawn.
ID server.
What?
Where's the Yoda server? You guys ever make that?
Utah is run entirely by Mormons? I don't know. Oh, bro, I got VPN. There it is.
Hell yeah. How come he didn't advertise his VPN?
There it is. Nope. Nope.
Oh, did you see how he has scoliosis because of that shitty fucking racer chair that he's sitting in?
Right, is like, if you were a kid now,
so now he has to get a new chair. So, and now all these other poor kids that fucking got influenced with it by him and got the same fucking chair also has scoliosis. Yep. What a good guy.
100.
Giving out free scoliosis.
So, it's
not even free. You have to pay for the scoliosis.
But I think some level of accountability of, like, you know, websites making
accountability
sure aren't on there knowingly.
Definitely. Yeah, when are the Pal World devs gonna get fucking killed for what they did?
So yeah,
whatever it was. Stole the idea for freaking Digimon.
Leg gazelle analogy for ugly girls. Do you not think that should change? It's okay to accept reality, but we should also.
Anything in the news today? Better. How's GN doing? 404.
For ugly girls, all right, sure. Lead by example. Go fuck a fat.
The hell?
Like, what do you want me to say?
All right, what about the Oda news?
I don't care about like what the world should be like.
The body was too short or empty.
What are we talking about?
Why is this fucking thread that I made like 2 weeks ago still on? It's still the #1 thread on this shithole.
What the fuck is this? Like, what are we doing?
Don't they have their own culture here? All they do is leech off of me.
Oh, it should be like this. Oh my god.
Well, his brother won't talk to her anymore, and she thinks it's because he found out who she is and thinks it's disgraceful.
Let's watch this huge Pokemon scam.
That's canon though. That's not Noelle. Actually, I don't know who that is because I can't tell if those nipples are brown or not. Is that the Star of David?
That's what I've heard. What's the actual
The OnlyFans coincidence people fully
a game that's
co-opted canon.
Everybody's playing it, and everybody's giving it great reviews. But don't just take my word for it.
I'm not.
Let's
I
listen
hated
to Charlie
it.
talk about it.
Yeah, I've actually heard good things about this.
Yeah.
Reviews
She's
are
on
in,
Team
baby.
Mel.
That's Moist critical
There it
himself.
is.
He's played the shit out of this game. He has a lot more to say about
Confirmed.
it. But
Wait,
there's
if he's
also,
playing it, I
every
wanna
other
play it.
streamer on the planet who's playing it, and then everyone who's not a streamer also playing it.
True.
In fact, Pal
Well, I
World
want
has
to
the
play
highest
Power World then.
concurrent
If
player
my
count of any
babysitter's
paid
playing
game
it.
in the history of Steam.
How much is it?
Sort of. Technically,
Only
it's number two.
$30?
PUBG actually has that record with like 3-point-something million, but then they went free to play. But it's
Okay,
up
so
there,
it's
man.
making
It
an
is up there,
AI
along
Power
with, like,
World.
Cyberpunk
Hold
and
on, this
Elden
fucking
Ring. I
moron
think
needs
it's
to shut the
above
fuck
that
up.
record. It's like at 1.5 million.
This is
concurrent
AI
players.
theft.
They've sold over 5
This AI
million
theft
copies.
needs to stop.
For a paid game,
They are.
It is huge. But what is the
Even
game?
Pissu, my babysitters and Pissu are playing this game, then I gotta play.
Pals to like maybe gain experience by
What's the
playing other
server?
pals, or maybe weakening those pals to
How do I even
catch
get to
them and
Pissu?
adding them to your
Beep
team.
beep.
And if that
Piso,
sounds
that's
anything
like the
Pokemon,
opposite of
it's
Stoic.
because it has some
Because it is.
similarities. It has some similarities. I'd be stupid.
It's the same thing. It's just like Pokemon.
Hey, gross, have to type in the actual name of the website. This gay ass shit.
It had no similarities. It has some
How
similarities.
the hell do you call your
But it's
fucking
not a
website
one-to-one
Kissu?
plug, right? The game's not like a turn-based
It's a
RPG.
1 to 1.1.
It's not even in here.
It
The fuck?
kind of flows through
I've
and
never
battles
been on
for free.
Pissu on this
You can
browser.
also like kill
Totally
Pokemon
different.
outright.
Chrome.
Capture them. You can capture. You can also.
You find a thing I have been on.
Slavery and murder.
Here we
It's
go.
kind of like an adult version with
Yeah.
some Pokemon themes in it, some elements of
Right.
Pokemon.
QA.
but in a, I guess
Turn that
more
off.
fresh
How do you get
way.
on like the?
And
there.
people are upset because there are claims
Where is it?
that this game has
It's
totally
over.
ripped off Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I get why the concerns are coming out.
Where is
Pokemon
it?
It's a very impactful game. It's a lot of people's personalities.
Where's the
What about
IP
it.
address?
And so for
Where's
a
the
game to
invite
come
code?
If
come
your
up,
personality.
Oh, are they playing it on a retail version? I think you have to have the Steam retail version to even have a dedicated server. Expand 200.
rip it off, pisses
This
some
website
people off.
stinks.
And they've drawn
It's gonna
some
crash my
comparisons.
browser if I do that, because it's a really shitty one.
Pals, versus
I don't see a
Pokemon
freaking invite code anywhere.
Stop pretending you don't browse Kissu.
Browse Pissu.
Like, yeah, what do you. Didn't you see the video?
I don't. What the fuck? It's you lying piece of shit. There's no fucking Pissu Power World server. It's gonna co-op. Holy shit! Why the fuck is she naked? Jesus Christ. Oh, good. It's this fucking argument about them stealing Digimon for the billionth fucking time. But I get to watch my favorite babysitter watch it instead.
Some of these are fucking stupid.
What's wrong with Lavender? She rapes you. At least that's what they
Like
pretend
this?
she does to
Like,
get you
you're
to buy
just
it.
throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks.
So there is no Pissu server.
No, I'm sorry. No,
Spread of 100.
Where is the info to set up
pals
server?
And then Pokemon.
Oh, I'll see if I can make a server when I get off work.
I will say, a lot of them are.
Oh, he's
right?
quoting
And a lot of
himself.
them is just like, hey, it
Apparently you
is
have to
a
buy the
ferret-like
Steam
creature.
version.
Yeah.
And it's
Someone
like,
else
Pokemon
do it.
Invent a goddamn.
they invented
Hmm.
ferrets. You have to understand that after Pokemon.
Maybe I should
made
co-op the Pissu
Pidgey,
server.
Nobody else can have birds anymore.
Make him play on my server, and then I'll
After
pretend I'm
Pedigree
Odeman. Pretend I'm
and
Pissman.
Beedrill, you can't have. Or Butterfree, you can't have a butterfly.
And then I'll bring GNFOS back and
that's Pokemon
fucking
owns
own these kids.
butterflies Now.
They're playing on the GN server the whole time. They didn't even freaking know it.
Ferret.
Beep beep.
That's just
Nobody
we've got,
knows who
like,
you
those
are.
Creatures in our world, and they're called animals, and so I think
Yeah.
they're.
No, they shouldn't, because I don't. I'm a Stoic now. I don't brag about
Color
myself.
scheme is kinda similar.
Nah,
That one
nah,
may-
bro. They stole this shit for
The less
sure.
people know who I
Some
am, the
of
more
these were
stoic I am.
100%. They're like 1-for-1. If you look at the character models versus the Pokemon character models, they stole this shit
Pokemon.
100%. But I'm up still.
I kind of do want to play the game legitimately, because I blatantly cheated the first time I played
That
it.
is a little more similar.
How do I become a
and so,
cool
and so it's
Stoic
basically a
like
game
you?
Of like
Watch Joe Rogan and Jordan
people
Peterson.
trying to draw connections and seeing what is valid,
Yeah.
what is not
And
valid.
Stopes.com.
Some, I would say, a little more wishy-washy, like this one. You know, you can't really just take over.
How come they're not
all,
playing Power? Oh, they are.
feathers or the color.
You know
green.
what?
And some
Maybe I will.
are a little more concerning. Like the models.
Fuck it. I have nothing else to do. I don't want to play. It's either that or I play that shitty ass Monster Hunter game that I hate.
And
Already
I
threw that
think
game in the
they
garbage
fucking-
again.
I think that they 1-for-1 Look
In
at
fact, it
this.
still says I'm playing Power
lined
World.
up next to each other. Specifically,
Uh-oh.
Luxray
That's crazy.
one of
It's
the
that
models
GIF
called
that
Bullfrog.
everyone's seen 1,000
Look
times, but
pretty
now you get to
similar
see it and he
with
gets to make
the
money off of
models
it.
and the
Yep.
sizes and the shapes of it. And so I get why people are bringing up the concern. But let's not pretend that Pokemon
me
themselves
see.
haven't drawn
Can
inspiration.
you do it on the
from
pirated
other
version
games.
if it's,
In fact,
I mean,
this is one
the
of
Russian
Pirate
discount
Software's
version?
arguments,
Yeah.
is that a lot of the Pokemon we know are just creatures or inspired by creatures from Dragon Quests, like Zubat.
And you want to know
Zubat.
what's really funny about Dragon Quest?
Oh, now he's doing the Dragon Quest
Is
image
I
that
bet
everyone's
Dragon
already seen.
Quest took them from
Yeah, just keep
somebody
stealing
else.
content and making money off of it. Start game, join
There is no
multiplayer
original
game.
text.
Epstein Island.
Yeah, they probably took it from somebody
World
else. Too. Yeah,
settings.
like, what the fuck are we talking about here? This is crazy.
Yeah, I can't. Apparently, I
don't
can't
we
do it
have
on this
Pokemon
version.
that are-
Shut up! Don't perp at me.
Beep.
So I'd have to buy the game to
What
set
I
up
know
a
for sure
dedicated
is I can
server.
do this.
like really powerful Pokemon. I think it's like second or third generation. What's its name? Ekans, Gyarados.
Am I allowed 2 seconds to fucking think?
Sky Serpent.
You got 3 morons dribbling shit in my ear right now.
No.
I mean, it is on discount. It's $1 off. It's not $30. It's $25.99 or something. Let's see here.
Fuck, man.
Oh, watch your language. Stoics now.
There's an example Tectone used the other day. I was talking to him about this. I don't remember
Oh
what the name
my
was.
God. Could you never say that
Fuck.
faggot's name again?
Beep beep.
Well,
What
anyway,
does $3 get you in Walmart?
What a
let's
stupid
just-
question
we'll
is
cut
that?
right down to it. There's Pokemon
$3
that
gets
kinda
you
look like
gets
this.
you Halls of Torment in Walmart. There's an update for it. You know what? Fuck it. I mean, I played the game for like 20 hours. I'll give them their fucking money,
didn't
and
feel
then I
like
won't
was
play it out of
one-to-one.
principle.
I didn't. I didn't think it was that good. But
I want to do it just to see if I can. Really, I'm not gonna let them beat me. I'm not gonna let Pissu beat me.
I mean,
I'm co-opting this server.
I don't know, guys.
Top sellers. Power World #1.
This is always
The hell
what's
is this?
gonna happen.
Overwhelmingly positive.
I don't see it, to be honest. Okay.
26. Oh, I thought it was 25. It's
From
$26.99.
this Dragon Quest monster, and there's
$30
some other
bucks
ones
if I
that
want the
don't make as much
soundtrack, though.
sense, like this one for Dragonite. And so
Yeah.
this is like the counter argument that I'm seeing a lot. But
2 friends
the fact
already
is
own this
that the
game,
Power
and they're
World
in
devs
world right now.
have not at this point received any legal issues from Nintendo. And
You know,
let me
fuck
tell
it.
you, Nintendo will give it out if they want to give it out. They've given it to me good. Nintendo left me no holes refused here, okay?
Yeah, because you're making money off of them blatantly by
So
stealing a
has
game that they
1.5
literally
million
made.
sales that
My
is
PayPal
literally
account.
being marketed by
I
everyone
agree
as
to the
Pokemon
terms that they
does.
don't actually
If
own the
they had
game.
any legal grounds to take
Give
it
me it.
down, I think they would take that action.
I
And
officially
not
own it
only
now.
that, but
Stall
if
content.
Pokemon sent a DMCA to Steam, Steam would be legally
Pokemon.
obligated to delist the game.
Why is it not installing? The hell?
Because of this campaign,
Because of DMCA laws.
Hey, Power
PayPal's
World
warning me
ripoff,
that he just bought
it has led
AI
to
trash.
Some unfortunate consequences for some of the artists on the Power World team, and this is from the lead developer and the
An
CEO
error
of the
occurred
company,
while installing
Takedo
connection timed
Uzo,
out.
who said,
What the
"Currently
hell
we
is
receive
this?
slanderous comments against our
I
artists,
just
and
got
we've seen
scammed.
Tweets that appear to be death threats.
They won't let me download
and
the
they
game.
said, "Hey, I'm the guy in
What?
charge here, so if you
Yeah.
want to slander someone, slander me."
Oh
not the other
my
person." You know,
god! I just bought the game and they didn't give it to
say,
me.
But
What the hell?
is there any validity in it?
What?
And I would say we can let Nintendo make that call, right? I don't
Am I getting
think we need
two
to defend
warning love
Nintendo
letters?
or white knight for Nintendo.
True.
Nintendo,
Receipt.
a very litigious company, will do it for
Thank you for your
gotta
Steam
think to
purchase.
yourself,
Yeah, where is my
if
Steam
Nintendo
purchase?
No
can,
refunds.
I
they
bought it
will.
and they didn't give it to me. They gave me a connection error. It's not even in my
So they
library.
truly think that somebody is stealing their model.
And now Steam's
And that would
apparently
be to think
broken.
it's a
What the
crime.
hell?
They were
Did I
stealing
just get a
or
virus?
copying models. And the
Oh, there
models
it
aren't
is.
available, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm
They've-
sorry, but
Stall
like, if
to
they
local
stole or
C
copied
drive.
the models, but the game was
Accept.
fun, I would still play the game.
Damn, look at that funny face he's making.
Like, I would still play it. Like, I'm sorry.
like every single
Are
fan,
you, though?
At some point has ripped
How
models
long
from
is
every
this gonna
single
take?
Pokemon game, so
Sure.
it would be feasible to do. And if it's found out
20.
that that has happened, that would be fucked up. that'd be fucked up, and then they should receive some repercussions,
Sure,
whether
true.
it's giving
Kill them.
Nintendo a big bag of money or taking their game down.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it
all that's
downloads something
happening
called
is that
Power
artists are
Dedicated
inspired by
Server.
some Pokemon from Nintendo.
5
Nintendo's made over 1,000
gigabytes.
Pokemon that are oftentimes based off very
All right,
real
install
animals in
that.
our real world.
So this is how you run an
I don't
actual
think
server where you
that
don't
should
have to be
such a big deal,
online.
and we should be flamed.
This is what Toa did. I mean,
But
Twappy.
unfortunately, that's not the
mean,
only
Tortellini.
complaint that people are levying against Palworld. The other big one is that Palworld is using AI to make their game, and it is
So this is
Pieces
an
of
argument
shit.
that's based off of
Facts and logic
my sources. I made it the fuck
and
up.
Judeo-Christian values.
Yeah. So what they did is they made it up,
Sacrifice children
and then they got
for the
mad
AI
about it.
machine.
He really likes to hold on to that microphone.
sad that people are
You know
falling
why?
for this AI product because it's fun and doesn't feel like AI. And now
So I put an
AI is
ad
going
on
to
his
take over
microphone.
everything. Books, music, art.
Does anybody
sad
have
day for
principles
America,
anymore?
Sad day for the world.
Now he's covering the ad, this
No real
dumbass.
evidence
This
that
gayness
it
is getting in the way of
uses
his
AI.
money worshipping.
Let's go a step farther.
No.
If it did, I don't care. In
What?
my opinion, generative
Why does- how come every
the
time I
difference
download a game
between
on Steam, it
generative
crashes
AI
my
and
computer?
procedural generation is pretty much non-existent.
Install
think that they're
Palworld
basically the
dedicated
same
server.
thing. On a functional
the
level,
installation
in terms of as a
folder.
consumer, I think that they're about the same thing. It's different math, yeah. So, like, how is procedural? Like, do you really want me to draw? Like,
So I can't
again,
even do
I
it
know
until
they're
I
different,
have the game, which I technically already have.
in order for somebody to expect me to draw a moral line,
Ow.
I have to perceive a difference that I consider substantial. And I do not consider the difference substantial. Do you guys?
I do.
No. Right. No. And that's really
Man, all the stars are on today. Dead mom.
If it was
fucking
made
fat
with
fuck
AI, I'm
crap.
completely okay with that because it was fun.
And none of them are playing the correct game.
The evidence
It
is
doesn't
that
matter. Nobody really
the
cares about
lead
this.
developer has been very positive about AI in the past.
How
and
dare
made
he?
an AI
Why isn't he a
game
Luddite?
Play
called
this, by the way.
AI Art Imposter that lets
Yeah.
an AI artist draw a picture. And so that was like one of the
Yeah,
games.
we're gonna be playing this week.
Yes, just generally has been much more
We are?
positive about some of the benefits of AI rather than what is the normal sentiment amongst artists and I guess general Twitter population, which is that AI is bad and it takes jobs from
Well,
people.
AI
It is.
and the sentiment from artists.
We don't have freaking horse carriage drivers anymore because of this
Artists'
fucking
opinions don't
bullshit with
matter.
cars. Now AI is doing the same thing.
It just doesn't matter
And we're just letting it happen.
because
You could
what
own a horse
matters
right
is
now
the
and have sex with
opinion
it.
Of the people that are buying.
But no,
the
now
product.
you have to put your dick in an exhaust pipe. Bullshit.
Like it doesn't like your opinion on it. Like just because you do it doesn't. Like nobody cares. Like it's not. It's not.
Back in the
relevant.
good old days, we all
It's
had
like
horse
whenever one of
girlfriends, and
these,
that's why
like,
women didn't have all the
really
power.
Well respected and
It's
really
keeping 'em in check.
respectable, directors talks about how bad Marvel is. Shut up, old man. Shut up.
You're the old man. Like 40 years
I like
old.
watching the Thor movie. It was cool.
Oh, you like
It's
Marvel
not up-
sob,
it's
do
not
you?
up to him to decide what people can and can't like.
You like witty quips? Constantly
And we
hand
should
it
not
out,
support
hand
AI,
over fist.
Across the board. It's kind
Keep
of
your
like a
attention 'cause
taboo
you're
word,
retarded.
like crypto or NFTs.
Yeah.
We don't really
Keeps
care
you
about
from
what's
that
in
hearing
the
that inner
project
voice in your
has
head
the
that
word
says you're
AI,
a scam
we're pretty
artist and a
much out.
piece of shit.
All right, and because this person
And not
a
a stoic
we,
like me.
meaning they, because clearly it's not a we. That's why Palworld is so successful. Nobody really cares about AI. People just pretend to care about it.
used to be very positive about AI. It's likely perhaps that
We
Palworld
was
has
me.
used AI to make this game come to life.
They did
And
what?
also, big point here is that if they used AI, they
Should die?
fraudulently uploaded the game onto Steam.
Why?
Because Steam requires people that use AI, generative AI, to make it known to them and to make it known to the users that it's being created. through
Nobody
generative
fucking
AI.
does that.
more
His name
arguments
is
that are
Pooper.
following that sort of thought. They're basically kind of just trying to frame the team in a certain way.
Turning in the
to make the
marine
argument,
until it's
rather
coughing.
Than using evidence directly
Turning
from
into
the
a hollow
game
hag
to make
myself.
the argument, which I don't really fuck with. I don't really
Isn't
like.
this a furry? If I look at this picture, that looks like a furry to me. I mean, look at this. This is
What?
an NSFW, and then it's another. These are furries.
He's a Twitch YouTube partner.
They're like, what are we doing? It's a fucking furry. Like, what is this? What are we talking about? What, we're gonna listen to a fucking furry?
Yeah. The one's bitching about it. This is the only reason this is a
based off their history,
controversy.
and that is why we should not support it. Versus,
You want to talk about somebody's history? What about the history of you being a fucking furry? How about that? Huh?
Isn't this a guy who wears cat ears?
You want to talk about, well, let's look into somebody's background? Let's look into your profile picture.
It's done.
Your
I
own
did it.
fucking Twitter bio.
There's only
Somebody
10
needs to put
achievements for this
person in
game.
an institution.
I gave him $30 for
50
10
years ago, you'd
achievements.
be in a
That's $3
straitjacket.
an achievement. What a ripoff.
have clear proof of AI.
Critical.
being
Wait, this
used,
critical
so
bug
we should
notice
not
is even in the
Because I
paid
understand
version of the game.
moral line of not
What?
wanting to support AI games because you like humans and what humans make.
Hate humans.
But be sure, be right.
All right,
Don't
let's
just
see
slander a
here.
character and then go off that.
Humans made the AI.
Owl server.
Do you not like fences because you don't like what
Why
hammers
is
make? You
Sound
only
Blaster
like what
command
people make?
open? What the hell? So if I launch a
You not want a
dedicated
fence?
server, what happens?
It's just so stupid.
Open and start as
Like,
community
it's
server.
amazing to me that like people can have like this mindset
Hmm?
that's just like so transparently fucking stupid, and like everybody repeats it as if it's some sort of fucking religion.
And then there's a couple other complaints, which is that, hey, this isn't the first time that the Power World team has stolen before. What you're looking at is not
What?
a multiplayer Breath of the Wild. It is actually another game they made called Craftopia.
I've never
which
heard of that.
Is, being,
Oh, wait, I've
called out
heard
for
about
being
it
very similar to Breath of the Wild.
thousands
Being
upon
surface
thousands
now.
of times.
Do you want to know another game that was called out for being very similar to Breath of the Wild? It was
No.
called Genshin Impact.
That's a
And
bullshit
the
lie.
reason why is because it was. And
No.
the reason why it was similar to Breath of the Wild is because I think the people that made Genshin Impact just stole the things from Breath of the
No,
Wild.
they're Chinese. They wouldn't
But does
steal.
anybody really care about that? Well, besides the fat guy that broke his PlayStation, no.
And then they made this game, which people are saying
Hollow
it
Knight.
looks very similar to Hollow Knight and was massively inspired or stole from Hollow Knight. So I'm just trying to give you the full context here of why we are in this situation in the first place.
Yeah,
And
you
it
give me the
is
context,
pretty
Mr.
obvious
Streamer.
me
I wouldn't want to
that
be able
all
to
stems from the
figure it
fact
out
that
on my
this
own.
game is being marketed as Pokemon with guns.
It is.
Everyone's talking about it as adult Pokemon, or the Pokemon game we've always wanted. And
Because
as a
it is.
Love Pokemon.
huge Pokemon fan who thinks Black and White 2 are the greatest Pokemon games ever made,
Aren't
it's
they?
been a tough, fucking decade.
I'm really feeling old whenever I constantly hear people talk about their nostalgia for Pokemon games. and
Pokemon.
I don't even know what game that was. That's really upsetting.
For Pokemon, man. The games have been, I think, pretty mid.
What?
Right? The Pokemon designs have sometimes been a little lackluster in recent years. The gameplay and the games from Game Freak look bad. It looks like a PS2 game, but it's all we get. So we just eat it. We eat the.
To be fair,
You
it's
eat
because
it,
it has to run on a
Mr.
machine
Davos.
that
I know
is
where he
the
was. I know
equivalent
where he
of a
took his
PS2.
plane.
So that part of it actually makes sense. It's the washed out colors that there's no excuse for.
Slop that they feed us.
PlayStation 2
Mm-hmm.
was better? You're right, because it could at least play DVDs. Can a Switch play a DVD? Good point.
We like Pokemon because it was part of our childhood. That's how I feel. And I wish they would make something that's more innovative.
Yeah.
And Power World did that. And so I feel like it is creating a divide between people who liked Pokemon and now like this new thing because they've grown up with Pokemon and they like that sort of
Yeah.
gameplay and the art style or
Pokemon
whatever.
was a
and then
gateway
people
drug.
who just
Pokemon.
wish that that Game Freak could do it right and they don't want someone else to steal it and everyone
Yeah.
to leave the Pokemon universe because they've put so much time and effort into this thing. But unless it's proven that they've stolen designs, stolen models, used AI to generate their pals, then I really think it is a nothing burger.
He said it.
If it's proven, then it's still a nothing burger. The website that Ludwig is on, that we all consume every day, YouTube, is built on the foundation of theft.
What?
In the form of piracy.
Unbelievable.
Most of the content that is on YouTube is not owned by YouTube. That's just the way it is. No one really cares about this. No one actually gives a fuck. There's no principle. There's no guiding light. There's no North Star. People just want to play a video game. And that's it.
It is as big of a problem, and maybe we could argue this is a huge problem we should talk about, but it's a different one, as Valorant taking inspiration from CSGO, right? A 5v5 tac shooter.
Beep, beep.
A lot of similarities there.
Is that why you
or
keep
perhaps
getting banned for
Genshin Impact,
DMCA?
taking a lot of gameplay elements from Breath of the Wild.
I'm
or
trying to set the
a game
server
I
up.
played a fuck ton of, Only Up, taking direct inspiration from the Fadian forefathers of Getting Over It, and basically stealing assets outright. I mean, this game also could end up being like a tale of what might happen to Power World.
I don't know about that. If it did Only Up steal assets, or did they just
Better
upload
not have.
assets they didn't have the right to use? It seemed like almost like inadvertently, and then they just changed.
All right, so I have to copy this.
Stole?
What?
Well, I guess so. Intent is a bit different, right? Like same thing, maybe functionally yes, but I think that intent matters. Yeah, then it got removed.
Because this game got taken down from Steam for using stolen assets from Unity, and it got massively popular because it was really fun to play.
Config window.
But
What?
it eventually caught up to it. All right? The dev took down the game because they couldn't get away with stealing all the assets, like this anime girl right here. And if it
that's actually not what the developer said. That's not why they said they took
Windows
down the game.
server.
The developer said they took down the game because the amount of
Our
pressure
world
that was
settings
created in the
dot ini.
community for them to make content was too much, and it bothered their mental health. It seemed to me like the actual reason why they did that was the same reason because of Flappy Bird. We all remember
Same
that
reason
in, like,
because of
2011. Whenever a guy
change
made this game that
desired
was, like,
settings
just
and
super,
save
super
launch
popular,
Power World
and
dedicated
then
server.
Flappy Bird was just massive.
Choose
and
play
he
dedicated
just couldn't
server
deal
and
with the
play.
pressure that it put on him. He wasn't ready for that level of exposure, and then he was like, "Holy fuck!" and he just shut down completely. And so I think with Only Up, the same thing happened. I think that we already have a use case for it. I remember even, this is like a parallel, is that I remember the people, the guy that makes HoloCure was like, oh man, he said he really stressed him out that he won an award at our Game Awards. I almost kind of felt bad about it, you know? Because I'm like, fuck, you know, like I feel bad now, you know, I'm putting him on the spot, right? But like, you know, like it's one thing to make a game. It's another thing to have like a certain level of success. Like success can fuck you up. It really can. Like I've seen it happen with streamers. Like think about how many people get like really successful and then they turn into like drug addicts, or they just go
like you
fucking crazy in one way or another.
Gets high off of
It's very
intention
common.
and money.
So yeah, I don't think that that's the reason why Only Up was removed. Because whenever Only Up was removed from Steam, it was then re-added back onto Steam without those assets. So the asset problem was not related directly to why Only Up isn't on Steam.
If it's found out eventually that there are any stolen assets, I think the same thing would happen. But we have
So I need to give my IP address away. I don't want to do that.
Having said that, fans of Power World are not doing the devs a favor by making all the comparisons. If you watch somebody stream Power World, they'll sometimes just call the pals Pokemon outright.
Who does
they'll
that?
Just say Mons, they'll say Pokemon, whatever. And there's also a mod.
I wonder if this is even going to work.
Bro, I'm not even going to watch this.
What's he not going to watch?
I'm not even going to watch it.
All right, what's my IP address?
Yeah, bro, like, I'm not even going to watch it, no. We're going to have to fucking, like, edit that part out.
this and separate themselves from modders trying to make it Pokemon but for adults and try to form their own identity.
Yeah.
And that's the whole story. That's where we're at right
There
now.
it is.
We're basically waiting for things to get proven. The devs haven't said any more. They haven't mentioned use of AI. He just said the thing about, hey, please don't flame my artist, which I get.
Let's see if this works.
And so if there's any updates, I'll let you know.
Let me bait one of these kids into joining the fake server.
Look fun. I'll play a game that looks fun. And maybe tell me I'm wrong for that. I don't know. Have a good one. That's it. That's my thoughts.
I
See you
was
later.
actually
Goodbye. That's it.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Ludwig was gonna pussy out and act like it's actually a problem to not get hate. I'm so happy at the end of it. He's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about this. Thank fucking God. I was so concerned that he was gonna do that. I was like, oh, you fucking pussy. Are you kidding me? And it's like, yeah, exactly. I fucking agree. So goddamn true. I'll link you all the video. Always debates. I know. Did he though?
So and get some fish in here.
He talked about he's very fair.
Put a wink on.
I'm gonna play it anyway. Doesn't give a fuck.
And I'm gonna rename the server to GNFOS.
There you go.
They're gonna piss themselves.
Yeah, exactly. The Coffin of Andy and Laylee. Yeah, I mean that was a little bit different, but yeah, I mean it's kind of the same thing. How about it be the other way around? I mean,
see if I can even connect to it. Because I have a freaking router that's set up with like Spectrum. I don't even know if it's gonna work.
Absolutely, I've seen it.
I'm going through a router, and I might need to do some dumb shit to allow people to even connect to my network.
So in Oklahoma,
so join multiplayer
they want to make a law to where furries, if you're a furry in school and you're being a furry, like coming in with a tail, a fursuit, wearing paws, anything like that. That instead of calling the police, they'll call animal control and have you removed by animal control. I think this is a great idea. I do. I'm completely in support of it. Because when in Rome, do what the Romans do.
No.
And whenever you're in a circus, behave like a fucking clown.
Connect.
The world has lost
see if this
its
works.
fucking mind. People have diverted from reality. You have actual fucking kids that think that they are an animal or some version of it, and they want other people to play along with their delusion. This is a mental illness. It's fucking ridiculous, and it shouldn't be accommodated by any adult. You're not doing a 15-year-old any favors by playing along with this fantasy that he's half fox. That's what I fucking think.
What?
You're not helping him at all.
The PC needs to be restarted. Oh, good. It doesn't work. Fantastic. I knew it was going to be some dumb shit with my router.
How do you know they aren't?
I fucking knew it.
Because they're not. You can do a DNA
well,
test.
what am I supposed to fucking do then?
Not a fox.
What is it? Figure is the version that I stole works and the one that I bought doesn't.
It's that simple. And I'm tired of pretending that it's not. There it is.
It says I have to restart my entire computer.
Everybody fucking knows it.
Oh my god. Alright. I guess I'll be back.